Hello, welcome to Gay and Gayer, featuring your star, Andy, accompanied by my assistant, Brian.
I'm not even gonna argue that anymore. Whatever.
He knows his place.
Gay and Gayer 3.
Episode 3.
We're gonna start it with my public apology to the bisexuals of probably just St. Louis MySpace, because that's the only people that really watch it. But last Gay and Gayer, I expressed an opinion that I didn't really believe in bisexuality and that they should pick one or the other. And I'm not saying my position has 100% changed, but I went to a rave recently on Saturday, which was lots of fun, and shout out to everyone who went. I know you all had fun too, and experienced some strange funny feelings for a certain M to F, who I'm not gonna bust anybody out, but it was the first time in my life I've had such an intense sexual attraction to something in a dress, and now I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, it was a boy though, technically, so I'm still gay, and I mean, look at me, I'm still gay, but definitely, I was not presenting as a boy and could pass it a girl like that. I mean,
This is so interesting.
That's what everyone's saying. How
No.
interesting.
I'm not interesting what you think is interesting.
What?
What was interesting was I knew that this was the first topic, and I thought a bisexual had yelled at Brian, which granted would have, presupposed that a bisexual had watched Gay and Gayer, and neither of us really know many or any bisexuals. So
And I wouldn't have apologized for that reason anyway.
Yes, but I had assumed that Brian could have actually had some positive growth based on interactions with someone else.
No.
But in reality,
Well, there was no
it was just
with
that
someone
he
else.
was digging someone in a dress.
Yes, very much.
This is like the classic Republican thing
Is
where
it?
they're opposed to health insurance until they get a disease, and then they're like, oh, we need more funding for stem cells because I'm paralyzed, or we need to protect people against cancer because my wife had cancer. And it's like, you can't argue with these people and convince them logically. They just need to have the experience themselves. So for Brian to grow, apparently, he needs to have each and every one of these experiences himself. And he needs to learn through actual experience. No one can tell or teach him anything. That's what we're learning here.
Steve just thinks it's MySpace karma.
Yes, that also probably is.
Moving on. Staying on the bisexual topic somewhat, Andy wanted to discuss whether or not we would date a bisexual. And I can't really say no right now. But previously I would have said no. Yes, I would not. That would have been...
Well, you wanting to have sex with a girl.
No, it's a boy! It just looked like
did you think it was a girl?
No, I mean, because I had
Oh, I thought
known...
it passed.
No, she could pass. She has some straight boys hitting on her, that's for damn sure. But, no, I knew of her
I'm sorry,
from a friend's
I said
MySpace.
it.
Don't say it, she.
She.
No, and she, no, I know her from
Sometimes what
MySpace.
confuses me is there are people who switch back and forth between he and she. And
No, well, maybe like drag queens?
like a certain...
Drag queens aren't transsexuals, though.
certain,
They're just they're doing a job.
siren. A certain siren.
No,
I
Siren's
get
a boy. That's
confused.
Tyler.
Sometimes I...
Siren's
she,
only on like Tuesday nights and Saturday nights or whatever. It's
But I
Tyler.
only... Okay, not only. 90% of the time I see Siren, Tyler, is Tuesdays. I know Tyler more as a she than a he.
No, Siren is a she. Tyler is a he.
I know that person more as a she than a he. And so sometimes I like default to it because I don't know whether to use he or she. I realize it's wrong, I'm just saying.
This is not even on the subject. We're gonna move
No,
on.
I would be very uncomfortable dating a bisexual. A bisexual guy? They're so rare. They're like closeted gay boys.
Yeah. Well, that's a completely different thing. There's a different thing between an actual, real bisexual and someone who's just not ready to admit they're completely gay yet.
Yes. We're definitely...
So, no, I would not date
closeted.
a boy.
Closeted is a
No,
no-go.
that's absolutely no. If you
Maybe...
are like my recent experience,
Maybe closeted
maybe.
like at work. Or like, your parents are paying for college and you're running around college as a big faggy fag, but you're not talking about it with them. That's what...
I did date one of those.
That's what Dan Savage says. Was it Dan Savage? Someone says, when's the best time to come out? And the answer is after your parents are done paying for college. That's a good answer. Maybe Steve said that.
No, that it was Steve.
That was Steve.
That was at the Steve and Chris show.
He's not the only one who said that.
Oh, moving on.
Steve has said it.
Wait, where are we at? 290. Oh, we're actually really good for time.
Together for 600. Dating Christian people? Iffy. Church going? No way. No way.
No, I would date. It
A
depends on
church-going Christian? Every Sunday church?
what religion. Though?
A church?
What religion?
Any Christianity that had a negative opinion of the gays.
No, I was raised Catholic, and I can tell you right now,
Too much self-hatred.
No, if you went to a Catholic school and you were raised Catholic, there's something ingrained in you that you can live an entirely horrible, evil life, and as long as you feel really guilty about it and do certain Catholic things, you're still fine and Catholic. So I would date a Catholic that was still going to Catholic church. Yes, absolutely.
That was gay and filled
Yes.
with self-hatred.
Yes, because we're taught self-hatred from day one, from baptism, so we've
Yeah,
gotten
but
used to it.
why pick up even more of it? Why pick up even
No,
more?
there's not more. They don't add on. You just get to a nice
They feel that they're
guilt
going
level
to hell.
and you're done. Yeah.
Okay, that's not healthy.
I
Oh.
date them.
Well, you're not healthy.
That's true.
So what's the deal with MySpace, Brian?
I love MySpace.
Brian loves MySpace.
I'm on it 24/7.
Do you are some of your big freakouts in life involving MySpace?
Absolutely. In fact, like 4 in the last 2 days. have
Like
been-
someone didn't blog about me, or where's the pictures, or I'm out of the top friends.
Out of the top friends is a big one. You don't understand. If I was on your top friends and you've dropped me, you might think, oh, it's no big deal. I just wanted to make room for
Bry's
someone.
fine. He's not in a self-destructive shame
No,
spiral.
I'm freaking out.
You know,
I'm calling
binging and
people.
purging.
What did I do?
He's coming to me for advice, which shows you the gravity of the situation.
Even knock me down a spot, then I still freak out a little bit. I'm on MySpace constantly. I'm on MySpace more than Tom, so yes, it would concern me.
And do you think this is for a lot of people, or you're a unique
No,
little
because it
butterfly?
tells you
But just
when you're online, if
just
people are
the
online.
MySpace politics.
Probably just me.
Like
Probably
I don't give any thought to the order of my top 8.
Oh, I do.
It's
God.
like these are some people. It's not even 8. I think it's 7 right now because I don't even have the effort to go in and put in the 8th. But no
Mine's like 12
rhyme or
now.
reason. Like there was some point in time when I was dating someone and he wasn't my number 1. I don't think it was like what's going on. Or I broke up with him, but I left him as number 1. I didn't
'Cause
bother
you're
to
on there
change
that
it.
much. I know. That
And it was
bothers me.
that bothered you.
Yeah, because not only did you not change it, but you still had in a relationship, so people were confused, and you weren't.
You were confused.
No, I knew. I
You
knew the real
weren't
situation.
confused because you knew the real situation.
Right.
So in reality, no one was confused because the only person who would be confused was you, and you knew what was going on.
Had someone
You
random-
projected onto other people confusion because of your own
Really?
crazy MySpace obsession.
Whatever. I love MySpace. I'm sorry. I can't justify it. I'm on there a lot. I'm on there more than any of my friends. In fact, I have several friends who have told me they think there's something wrong with my computer because every single time for the past month they've been on for their 5 minutes a day to check their messages, I'm always online.
This is correct.
And it's not because there's something wrong with my computer. I'm literally sitting at my computer looking at profiles or updating mine or doing something on MySpace. Or at my Sidekick, I will give you that.
A lot of it's he gets the side.
Yeah, if I didn't have the Sidekick, I wouldn't be on as much as I am. But I'm on all the time.
All right, final topic. I think Thanksgiving is a bad holiday for the gays. We've got some great ones. Christmas has some fun decorating, I gotta say.
Sure.
As much as it's Christian, I lived with some gays,
Halloween is
some
ours,
gay Christians
essentially.
last year. Loved Christmas, had a great time. Tree decorating, stockings over the
Easter's not
fireplace.
really ours.
The Halloween though, you mentioned Halloween.
Halloween
great.
is absolutely ours. Easter's not really ours. We can kind of do what's the Irish one?
St. Patrick's
St. Patrick's Day, because we can get drunk. That's pretty
Just
much
like
sure.
even brunches is like a holiday for us.
Yeah, that's
Sunday
true.
brunch. It's like
But Thanksgiving.
It's like our Sabbath is the 2 hours. 3
Unless
hours
you
in the
have
morning.
a really large group of
Oh my
exile
God, we're
homos.
almost out of time. We got 50 seconds. Let me explain.
Right.
Reason it's bad. 1, a lot of the elder gays, they don't necessarily have living relatives that want to have a great big feast family with them because they're older, and they don't have families themselves because they're gays, and gays don't have families as much as the straights. And secondly, a lot of the younger gays are estranged from their families because their families hate them for being gay. So you hear sometimes from gays like, my friends are my family. That's really sad because when you say that, oftentimes it means that those friends who are your family aren't doing Thanksgiving with you because they have real family. So you have nothing to do and you're sad and you're just going to be home alone all day on Thanksgiving. Unless you're Brian and you say you're going to do that and then instead you go to your mom's or your dad's.
I'm not
because-
gonna. No, in fact, I canceled on my mom today. I'm not. I'm one of the sad.
What was there to cancel?